Alright. Well. Don't I have some stuff to talk about? Alright. Impatient. Yeah. I'm impatient and so are the customers. Alright, so upon discovery, we did yep, like I was gonna say we did find out that we were unlocking Prudence. I like how she's unlocked with Pickle, and her dog's name is Pickle. But yep. Tomorrow is my birthday. So I figured I'd do an episode and kill some time. In about 3 hours, I'm finally gonna premiere my first Valentine's Day Scooperia video. And then, you know, tomorrow night, I'm gonna premiere the second half. I've been looking forward to premiering them, you know, since I recorded them. I tried adding some funny commentary to them. Especially the second half, you know, that's the one I'm really looking forward to. Because we get Robbie a few times. I probably talk a little bit about it in the first half as well, but, you know, in the second half, you know, I definitely talk about Doggeria Deluxe. Because, you know, I made them on, you know, right before the game came out. Ooh, nice. You know, I made the first half, you know, 2 days before, and then the second half a day before. So I am definitely going to be, you know, talking a lot about that. I also laugh at silly stuff during the video, so, yeah. That I have on my mind. But yeah, I'm looking forward, you know, this week and the weekend. My actual birthday is tomorrow, like I said, June. By the time I release this, it'll already be, you know, it'll probably be over for a while, because we have other premieres we gotta do. So, like I said, it could be a little bit before I finally release these Hot Doggeria videos, but yeah, as of recording this, yeah, my birthday is tomorrow. Oh my god, you guys are killing me. So, like I said, I am... Ooh, yes! Another star customer. Well, he's already bronze, but, you know, he's gonna be a silver to be. I love it when customers come in when they have, you know, 4 stars, because you know you're gonna get a big point and tip boost. Unless you, like, screw up. But that's not gonna happen. I spoke too soon, I guess. Oh well. It shouldn't be enough to, you know, screw us out of the star. Oh my... Oh, Robbie, I'm sorry. Oh, great. Now we're at the 9 customer mark. Yep. Rank 20. I predicted that we would get 9 next. Well, here we are. But yeah, tomorrow, you know, my dad is gonna bring home Waterburger. Oh my god. Seriously, James? And of course I'm gonna celebrate my birthday with my, with my online friends and stuff. For example, that's when we're gonna, I usually not just usually, but always, we've been premiering at night. So I figured it would be a good idea to premiere, the night before my birthday and like the night on my birthday. That way it would be like a little before and after birthday special type thing. Oh fuck. Well, Robbie, you're getting your order earlier than expected. Oh my god. This is driving me insane. But yeah, and we're also gonna see the Super Mario, well, probably. We're gonna try to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie at some point. Thank you for the perfect score. Ooh, and he's gonna be a silver next time. Awesome. So I'm pretty cool about that. I'm pretty excited about, possibly that. Green Ethan, if you've seen the movie yet, please don't spoil it. But if I do see it, we can talk about it then. Or afterwards. But yeah, I've been intrigued to see it because, Galaxy was one of my favorite games that, I've watched my dad play. And, I've also enjoyed watching you play them, Green Ethan. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know, there's just something about Galaxy. It kind of stands out from the other Mario games in a way. Because, there's different galaxies, and, like, each galaxy has its own touch. Plus, I'm just I'm an astronomy nerd, so I like how it's basically, like, astronomy related. And then we're also gonna go to my grandparents to swim. On Saturday. The movie I'm unsure about, but, going to my grandparents to swim will be Saturday. Oh, yep, my waiting, not my waiting, my freshness. Well, yeah, my waiting too, but because of my freshness, you know, it's gonna be it's the decaying. Oh my god. Ah. I hate this fuck ass feature. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this week and the weekend. But yeah, man, I'm so excited to premiere my Scooperia episodes. Unfortunately, however, they ended up not really aging too well. Because one of the reasons why I did them was to... Yeah, I guess I'm a bit superstitious, probably you could say, but one of the reasons why I did them was, well, I also want to do other record Valentine's Day and the other games, but I also did them because I wanted to give us good luck for Valentine's Day appearing in Mokuria. Ooh, yes! Mokuria Deluxe, but spoiler alert, it did not work out. Oh, yes! Give me 4-star customers. Give them all. I love Chuck's order. It's just so satisfying to look at when you do prepare it. Man, I really do want to figure out if I can record, on my phone again, because I really do want to eventually record Valentine's Day videos on, of the Papa Louie games on my phone. There is another screen recorder I used to use. What I could do is I could do a test on that. Because there is something I do want to show off. It's not really good, but I figured I'd want to, show it off and, give my commentary on it. So I'll probably make that video as a test. And if my audio and video doesn't, doesn't get all out of whack like it did with the other screen recorder, I'll probably consider. Marty, it's always you that comes in at the worst times. Why? Oh well, at least the closer's almost here. And they're gonna be... Yep, 4 stars. I'm just trying to get these in order. Oh yeah, I need... So yeah, I mean, it'll already be out by the time I release this video, but, I figured I'd just talk about it here too. Yeah, I want to at least get to JoJo today, because, well, yeah, today, but, in this episode. Because we'll get another really good achievement. And we will have gotten bronze on all of the closers. Ugh. I don't know why, but 86 is a common percentage for me on the order station. I don't know if the game's programmed like that or if it's some weird coincidence, but something to know. Nice. Actually, I don't know why I'm telling you to... Okay, yeah. I don't know why I told you to not spoil the Galaxy movie, because I may actually see it, and, by the time I release it, it may already, or, release this, I may have already seen it, so... I don't know, I just like talking, in the current time, because, you never really know how the future is, so sometimes I just like to talk like in the current time, even if this is gonna be released, you know, like a week or two, give or take, into the future. So yeah. And we're gonna rank up tomorrow too. Ooh, Rattling. Oh yeah, her dog does not take too long to cook at all. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna cook it for her right quick. Oh yeah. Ooh, okay, got it. Yeah. These dogs are gonna be the death of me, but you know, I can buy a timer. I'll buy a timer after today. Yeah, I can't believe I'm gonna turn 28 tomorrow. Like, I do not feel like I'm 28. Like, I barely feel like a teenager. Like I'm serious. Like, I just don't feel like I'm 28 mentally. And you know, you guys probably agree, but I don't act like I'm 28 either. I do act young for my age. You know, a lot of people don't like it when people act young for their age, but you know, some people just can't help it. Especially if they're like neurodivergent, you know. That's something I wish people would understand. Ooh, nice. Nice. People are coming in way too freaking fast. That's actually, you know what? You know something? That's actually something I'm going to talk about in my possible memoir. I'm going to talk about how uh Taru or No, not Taru. Shannon. I just took Taru's order. You guys are overwhelming me. But yeah, I will talk about how I'm discontent with aging. Not just because of, like, the psychological and, physical stuff, but also because of, like, this, of, society tends to look down on adults who are silly and whimsy, and I hate it so much. And people don't cut you. A lot of people just don't cut you some Zoe slack just because you're neurodivergent. Like, it's very frustrating. And yeah, I get it, There's a time and a place, If you're, like, in a serious situation, then, yeah, I understand. I understand people, might get annoyed with that. But, still, they should be kind and respectful about it, too. But it's not just when people are in, like, serious situations. It can just be during really casual times as well. That's why I'm kind of skeptical about, well, not just neurotypical people, even neurodivergent people can be like this too, but, oh my, wow, yeah. You see, guys, I get so overwhelmed that I forget to make the gosh darn hot dogs. Because I'm juggling a million customers at once and a million hot dogs at once, and yeah, it gets chaotic. This game is fun, but it is chaotic. I don't remember it being this chaotic, but this has been a brutal reminder. But yeah, of course, neurodivergent people are different. Even if you're just talking about, specifically people who are on the autistic spectrum. Some may be really serious, but some may be really silly. Yeah, I know. It took too long. If you guys wouldn't stop coming in so fast, this wouldn't be an issue. And of course, there's the freshness feature too. But yeah, that is something I hope for people to take away in my memoir and in my, general book about autism, if I do follow through with writing and publishing them. One thing I definitely hope for people to take from these books is that, it's okay to be silly even as an adult. I don't understand why people got this mentality that, being silly as an adult is bad at all times, That's a very unhealthy and unhappy. Okay, that was a close one. Mindset to have. Yeah, I remember having this issue in Scooperia as well. You know, the customers would get impatient, and a lot of it would probably be due to the freshness. Would, you know, it would deplete over time. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Oh, God. Well. Lord help me. Hopefully we get a silver star or not just silver, but you know what I mean. We get a 4-star customer. You know, I think today is Kinji Day. Let me double check. Yep. So we'll get a bronze on him. Hopefully we get another star customer upgrade. Because if we get at least, like, maybe 2 or 3, Cletus won't be the first customer. He'll still show up randomly, but he won't be the first one. I know Robbie is at 4 stars. I don't know who else is. Well, 5 stars, but you know what I mean. I'm just counting, you know, the actual stars. Not that they've, you know, come in, you know, 5 times. Ooh, Professor as well. Professor Fitz. I would love if one of them came. We're Claire! Yes, thank you. Oh no, oh yeah. I'm losing track. So many orders in so little time. But yeah, I really miss the badges. They just... I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the stickers because it gives the customers an extra outfit, you know? It gives them it's a way to give customers more depth, but I just miss being able to earn money with the badges, and I miss the badges not being absolutely atrocious to earn. But yeah, if I can figure out how to effectively make videos on my phone again. I may actually do some Let's Plays on my phone too, and not, and not just record the highlight holidays. I wasn't sure if I was gonna really get back into the Papa Louie games, but at least not, to such an extreme extent. So, at first I was just thinking, okay, we'll do our favorite holidays, but now I'm thinking, well, I don't know, because I do like to play a lot of them off screen. So, yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, I might just still do, Valentine's Day, our favorite holidays. Maple Mornings, Valentine's Day, and then, Lunar New Year and Posteria to go, because well, we all know why I can't just favorite Valentine's Day. Wait. Okay. Oh my god, you guys are pissing me off. Oh, it's just Kenji. Thank goodness, because I am overwhelmed. And then, yeah, we'll do one more day after today. I think we're gonna rank up today, after today too again. Good riddance to Cletus. Well, he'll still come in randomly, like I said, but at least he won't be the first one anymore. Okay. Oh my god. I am losing track of everything. Yeah, for a while, I favorited Romano Wedding because I loved the aesthetics, and then and the colors, and I like romance and weddings. But I realized that, I don't like any of the ingredients. The holiday itself is beautiful, but the ingredients, the bouquet blend, is cute and all, but I don't know. I don't think I would want to eat it on my spaghetti. So, I made the tough choice to switch over to Lunar New Year. Because sesame seeds on pizza, I mean not pizza, spaghetti sounds pretty good. I actually like sesame seeds on my burger buns. It gives it a little bit of depth and crunch, if that makes sense. Not like too crunchy, but just, you know, I don't know. It just gives it a little flavor. Yes, okay, good. No more Cletus. At the start of the day, at least. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna buy a new wallpaper. Because yeah. Just look at this. Come on, I need all these posters so the customers don't grade so harshly. Maggie! Hot sauce! Did I remember to buy a timer? Oh, okay, I did. Yeah, I think I remember buying it now. I guess no one has ordered it since, so I haven't used it yet, so it kind of threw me off for a minute. And yeah, I won't get into it, and I certainly won't mention my family because, you know, things would get really, really, really ugly, but I may talk about how my sensory issues and just other tendencies have, you know, had an impact on, you know, how I feel around dogs and stuff. I'm not saying there aren't, you know, people on the spectrum. That like dogs, you know, there's probably plenty, but, you know, there's also a strong link between, you know, having an adverse to dogs and being on the autistic spectrum. So I do want to talk a little bit about that. I don't want to make my family feel bad, but at the same time, I do want to try to get my point across, so that's gonna be a challenging balance to find. Oh, I think Toru's gonna be our first gold, guys. Green Ethan, I'm sure you are absolutely pleased about that. Because if I'm not mistaken, you know, I'm pretty sure she's your favorite customer in this game because, you know, your other favorites didn't appear until later on. You know, Evelyn, Moose, Whippa, Ali Kabam. Yeah, I'm so. Oh, God. Well, back to what I was gonna say before I was so rudely interrupted by Cletus. I think it's cute how, you know, Papa's Mocharia, To Go, and Deluxe, it's movie themed. I love how Sugarflex Film Fest ties into the plot. That's such a unique spin on things. And, Deluxe expands it even further by giving us mid game cutscenes. Man, I'm actually curious to see how the mid game cutscenes would go for, Papa's Posteria Deluxe, because I think it would be interesting to see, little cutscenes of Ogla and Ordo planning their wedding. Like maybe there can be a cutscene where they get a cake, and then you know, there could be a cutscene where they get a venue. Just like little snippets of their wedding coming together. I think that would be awesome to see. Our final gold closer. But yeah, I might actually make that test video after I wrap this up. Oh, fuck you, Cletus! Yeah, I completely understand why you don't like him, Green Ethan. There we go. Wally for the win, Cletus for the lose. And yeah, today was a pretty good day too. I had the house to myself for a couple hours because my brother had an ear appointment. And then when they got back home, they brought back Raisin Cane's. It's a chicken place. I don't like chicken, but their fries and their bread is so good. But yeah, when I do release this video, the video test I'm referring to will already be $100. 5 blue ribbons. Nice. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Yippee. My waiting score drop rate is absolutely atrocious. I like I like that word. It's funny. The word is atrocious, but the word is not atrocious. If that makes any sense. It's just fun to say. Atrocious. Alright. Well, I think that will be a good place to end it. I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.